Welcome back everybody to our WWE 2K19 Universe mode. My name is Rich, this is Gamer Life, the home of our Universe mode. We've got another great edition of Raw tonight as we move ever closer now to the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. I cannot wait for that one, and to get this Raw underway, we're just going to have a quick look at how that pay-per-view is shaping up, starting with the women's ladder match. This has just been announced by Batista and the team. Chris Hammer and the team on SmackDown as well decided that there should be a women's one, so almost right at the last minute that has been added to the Money in the Bank card. Obviously we already know about the men's Money in the Bank. There's been qualifiers going on both Raw and SmackDown for that, and that's how we've come to where we are now with that match. We've got Y2J who qualified just, I think it was on the last edition of SmackDown. We've got Eric Young and Sheamus and Cesaro, all those guys are from SmackDown. And then from Raw side of things, which you may be more interested in tonight if you're here watching Raw, is The Big Show, Bobby Roode, Dean Ambrose and Dolph Ziggler. So that should be a really good competitive match, looking forward to that. Then we've got SmackDown's world title match. It is Randy Orton, who is on fire at the moment over there, and AJ Styles, and that is going to be a steel cage match no less, so that should be a really good one. And then we've got Raw's world title match, or WWE title match, depending on what you want to call it. It is KO, as we know. Sami Zayn is up in the picture there, but what happened with Big Show last week, we don't know if he's going to be at ringside. Similarly, the Big Show that we were just talking about is missing from this picture, because I don't imagine after a Money in the Bank match, we know how crazy they are, that he's going to be in any kind of shape to be ringside for that match. But I could be wrong. Anything can happen here in our Universe mode. That is the beauty of it. So that's what we've got confirmed so far as we look forward to Money in the Bank. In tonight's matches, we've got the tag team tournament final, which will determine what the tag title match at the pay-per-view is going to be, and all other things like that. So it's shaping up to be a good pay-per-view. It's going to be one hell of a great night. I hope you're all as excited for it as I am. And now let's jump into the show. And we were going to start with a match card, but I can tell you right now, Ruby Riot has just made her way to the ring, so clearly she has something on her mind once again. She's getting very used to this microphone, but in any event, let's check in and listen what she's got to say. So once again, this Universe mode just proves exactly what I have been saying all along. Did you just see that intro and that card for Money in the Bank, as all matches that are confirmed have just been put up there now? Well, either I'm going blind, or there was absolutely no mention of a women's title match coming from Raw on that card as confirmed as of right now. I mean, that could change, but it probably won't, because it's Ruby Riot who's the #1 contender going against Alexa, and it's people like myself who have been held down in this bloody company for so long. I've said it once, I'm saying it again now. Well, you're not going to keep me down. I'm not waiting any longer. I want my title match with Alexa Bliss right here tonight, and I am not going to take no for an answer. Well, okay, well, Ruby's most definitely fired up tonight, clearly feeling as though still that she's been overlooked. And she's challenged Alexa for tonight. Will we get that match? Well, who knows, but we'll have a look at... Wait a minute. No, we won't, because now Batista is making his way to the ring. Well, welcome to the show, everybody. It has once again started off in a pretty uncontrollable manner. In the right way, though. We're getting things right over here on Raw. I'm happy with how things are going so far. I've got to say that much. I think that we're ahead of SmackDown at the moment, and from what I've heard, SmackDown think that we're ahead of SmackDown at the moment as well. So yeah, I am really happy with what's going on here at the moment. That being said, I want to make an announcement for Money in the Bank, and that is, after what I've seen last week with things getting a bit out of hand regarding the Intercontinental title, we are going to have ourselves an Intercontinental title match. at Money in the Bank. It is gonna be Seth Rollins defending his Intercontinental title against Drew McIntyre. But wait, that is not it, because also in that match is going to be Finn Balor. That is right, we're going to have ourselves a triple threat match at Money in the Bank for the Intercontinental title, as we just keep pushing things ahead here on Raw. And as for Ruby Riot, feeling she's overlooked at the moment, feeling that she's being held down, well, she's just issued a challenge to Alexa Bliss literally just a couple of minutes ago. Well, that decision is no longer gonna belong to Alexa Bliss. Ruby Riot, you get your shot tonight. So here tonight on Raw is gonna be Alexa Bliss defending her women's title against Ruby Riot. So, with those things announced, a hell of a card that we've got for you tonight as well. I'm going to leave things just there, so enjoy the rest of the night, guys, and I will see you all again very, very soon. Wow, okay, so that's a couple of big announcements from Batista there regarding both tonight and Money in the Bank. So we're going to have ourselves a women's title match tonight, and that match he announced for Money in the Bank, Drew and Finn Balor getting their shot at the same time in a triple threat match against Seth Rollins. That is going to be absolutely huge. Cannot wait for that one. So if you're liking the sound of Money in the Bank at the moment, guys, get yourself subscribed. You don't want to miss it. It is going to be one hell of a night. But back to tonight though, we have got a rematch from last week between Harvey Daniels and Dolph Ziggler. All that's on the line tonight is that really important W, which would put Dolph Ziggler to 4-1 and Harvey Daniels to 2-1. But there's nothing crazy like the Money in the Bank qualifying going on or anything there. So we'll see if Harvey Daniel can even the score between himself and Dolph Ziggler. Then moving along, we have got Drew McIntyre and Bobby Roode. Roode tonight has the huge task of trying to take on the Scottish psychopath, who now knows himself that he is going to be going to Money in the Bank. Drew is laser focused on becoming the Intercontinental Champion, and now he knows he's going to get the chance in that triple threat match with himself, Rollins and Balor. Drew at the moment sits at 2-0 here in Universe mode. But Roode himself is going to be no walkover. He's going to the Money in the Bank match, as we know, by beating Finn Balor. His record currently sits at 1-2 here in Universe mode, so he's going to be looking to put that right, but it's going to be a hell of a job, the mood and the form that Drew McIntyre is in at the moment. Then moving further up the card, we have got Liv Morgan against Alicia Fox tonight. Liv gets her chance in the ring in singles competition. We've seen her in recent weeks actually having success with the rest of the Riot squad, but tonight we get to see if she can get it done all alone. And she's going to be going up against Alicia Fox, who herself is getting a chance tonight. She's been seen scarcely. She's at 0-1 in Universe mode at the moment. Obviously Liv's making her single debut, so good luck to the both of those tonight. It's quite a significant match, I feel, in the careers of both of these women. We then go across to the tag division, where we have got Breezango against the Revival. We saw Breezango last week getting themselves a win, and just going to show how important that is in our Universe mode, we see them again the very next week. They got the win over the Ascension, I believe that it was, and yeah, that's got them back on the card tonight, because you would have to think that if the Ascension won, it would be them going up against the Revival tonight. But Breezango, yeah, they got their win. I think they're 1-1 at the moment in Universe mode with their 1-loss record. The Revival we haven't really seen much of at all, to be honest, so they're going to be desperate to get a win tonight. And maybe the reason that we haven't seen them is because they currently sit at 0-1 in their 1-loss record, which is a bit shocking, because the Revival came into this Universe mode with so much hype about they were going to be the team here, but at the moment nothing's happened for them, so they, like I say, will be desperate to get off to winning ways tonight. And then it is our women's title match just announced a minute or two ago by Batista. It is Ruby Riot, and she's against Alexa Bliss for the title. So Ruby is going to get what she wants, but she has put herself under all kinds of pressure tonight. She's made so much noise coming into this one, while Alexa really has just remained calm and quiet, let Ruby do her thing, not really tried to take any spotlight back or anything like that. So Ruby, I feel, has got to get this done tonight now. She's 1-1 at the moment in universe mode, in singles competition that is. Alexa herself is only 2-2, but both of those losses, as I believe Ruby Riot's was actually, come at the hands of Nia Jax. So since Nia's out the way, Alexa's started to build a bit of momentum. So we'll see who comes out on top in that one tonight. Following that is our tag team final tournament final, and that's going to be our first live match of the evening. So we will talk and discuss that more as that match goes on, but we know the implications by now if you have been watching. If not, we will explain, like I say, as the match goes along. And then we've got a huge main event. The #1 contender for the WWE title, as you've just seen, is involved, and he's going to be going against not Roman Reigns tonight, but the Big Show. So no small task there at all. But again, we will discuss that more as the night goes on and we start watching that match live. But as I mentioned earlier, this is a huge card. It's going to be a great night, full of action, full of energy, just what we want. That's what 2K19's Universe Mode is all about. It is right here on Gamer Life anyways. So let's start getting into the results and see how people have gotten on. Abigail, I'm back. I'm back home, and this time I'm here to stay. You saw what I did last week. I gave you a sacrifice. Please, I will not leave again. Give me the power that I asked for before. Give me all of it. I need it. I want to be consumed by it. I want you to have your revenge, Abigail. I've offered you that broken full Matt Hardy. I've offered you him. Just give me what I want. Where are you, Abigail? Answer me. I can't feel you. I want to feel you. I'm not gonna go anywhere this time. Just give me what I am looking for. Can somebody, anybody, tell me what on earth we have just been witnessing there? What was Bray doing? He was clearly talking to his sister Abigail. Where was he? What was he asking for? So many questions there, so much going on. But back to tonight, we have got Harvey Daniel this time picking up the win against Dolph Ziggler. So you have to ask yourself, is there a chink in Harvey Daniel's armor? Is it the big match because he tonight wins, or is it just that he's showing a good mental side to his game and he learned something about Ziggler last week that he's managed to take advantage of this week? Well, we don't know. We'll have to wait till he gets some other kind of opportunity before answering that question, probably. For Ziggler, I expected that he would win again tonight, but he hasn't, so we'll have to see what that means for him. It's not good losing when we're only 2 weeks out, just under 2 weeks I believe, from Money in the Bank. You want to start building some momentum now, but unfortunately for Dolph he couldn't do that, but congratulations to Harvey Daniel. Drew McIntyre on the other hand, he's building momentum going into Money in the Bank. Same for Ziggler though, as I just mentioned about Ziggler for Rude. He's another one who's in that Money in the Bank ladder match, and he's lost tonight as well when you want to be building momentum. It was always going to be a mammoth task. I've never seen Drew so focused as he is right now. So that one did go as I expected, to be honest. Well done to Drew. Unlucky really for Rude. He's going to have to go back and figure something out before the Money in the Bank ladder match comes around. Liv Morgan though does only go and beat Alicia Fox on her debut. That is a huge win for her. For Alicia, I don't really know what she's going to do from here. She's not had the greatest of starts to this universe mode. I thought she might get the win tonight, if I'm being honest, taking nothing away from Liv. Well done for getting the job done, but I don't really know what happens to Alicia from here, but that's now Ruby, Riot, Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan of the Riot squad all on the winning trail now. And that's going to be huge as the squad continues to pick up momentum, because in just a couple of matches time we're going to see Ruby in the ring against Alexa Bliss with the title on the line. So that could be a hugely significant result for the Riot squad as a whole going into that match. But again, well done Liv, she's pulled an upset in my view there, but again I don't know what's going to happen to Alicia from here. And then we moved into the tag division, and it is Breezango beating the Revival. Absolutely unbelievable. I don't know what is going on with the Revival at the moment, but when they get their next chance they seriously better figure something out and take it, because that now moves them to 0-2. Like I mentioned earlier, they were the hottest team coming into Universe Mode. According to all the rumours and the reports, they were going to be the team to beat. Well, at the moment they can't even pick up a win, and it's Fandango who picks up the result for Breezango there. And then moving along, unfortunately Ruby couldn't do what Liv did earlier. She couldn't get the job done. Alexa Bliss keeps her title, and I don't really know what that means for Ruby Riot now, because like I said, she was making so much noise coming into this match about being kept down, being looked over, underrated, and all of these things she was talking about. Alexa did what she said she was going to do the last time we've seen her. She's kept everything clean, she's kept it calm. In the spirit of competition, she's defended her title. It's not even a pay-per-view. I know she was made to by Batista, but she's done it without moaning, and she's picked up the win as well, even though the Riot squad were at ringside with her. So congratulations to Alexa. She moves 3-2 now in the one-loss record. Unfortunately for Riot, she moves to 1-2. And that leads us nicely now into our first live match this evening. Really looking forward to seeing what we get out of both of these teams in this one. It's a huge significance because of going into Money in the Bank, so let's not waste any time, let's get into it and see what happens. So here we go. Coming out first, I believe we have got the War Raiders, I want to say. Indeed we do. They are such an ominous looking team, and it's not just a look, it's not just a gimmick. They're really in form as a team at the moment, and you would imagine with what's on the line tonight that they're gonna be really fired up for this one. Just one win away from being on a pay-per-view card would be enough to fire anybody up. If you can get on pay-per-view in this Universe Mode, that is going to open up doors, and the only way onto a pay-per-view card is to keep winning, keep putting your names out there, or your name if you're a singles guy or woman, and yeah, just keep winning, give management on this side of things on Raw, Batista and his team, no option, not let them be able to overlook you. And that's exactly what the War Raiders have been doing so far. They've really impressed every single time that we have seen them, and I fully expect them to do the same again tonight. I see no reason why not. I expect a really good competitive match out of both of these two teams. But the War Raiders look ready. They really do look fired up, so it's going to be a big one. It's got that big fight feel. There's a lot of energy. It just turned up the second that the War Raiders entered the arena. And there you go. You can see them pumped up there. But these guys might be a little bit calmer in their demeanour. But underneath that, don't be fooled by it again. They're just going to be looking to pick up another win tonight. Get themselves on that pay-per-view card. They're portraying themselves as a worldwide business, so they'll know exactly what that W means tonight. They've got Dana coming out with them as well, which might or might not be a factor, I don't know, but with so much on the line, you would think that both of these teams would do what they have to do. Both of them do tend to fight clean though. They're not dirty, they're not underhanded, there's no cheap shots or dirty tricks with them, so Maybe Dana won't be a factor tonight, only time will tell with that one. But there is, make no mistake, a hell of a lot on the line for both of these teams here tonight. And I think we're just about ready to get it underway. Titus are now talking to Apollo about who's going to start the match by the looks of it. But yeah, let's go. Let's get this one on. Really looking forward to it. It's going to be Roll starting out against Apollo Crews. And let's just start off by discussing how it is that we got here and what I was talking about with that tag tournament. If you do want to see though, and not just hear about how both of these teams made it here, all of the previous episodes to this one are up on the channel. That's for Raw and for SmackDown, so you can always just go back there and check it out. But for those of you who either have saw it or no, or are not going to go back and watch, we had ourselves a little tournament that started a couple of weeks ago. There was a couple of triple threat matches that both of these teams had to compete in. We had all the members of one team along with Slater and Rhino going in week one. I believe it was actually Titus O'Neil and Roll and possibly Heath Slater in that one. But whoever it was in week one, it was, oh, that was a very deeply buried knee there from Roll. He really is a good striker actually, Roll. But yeah, Titus picked up the win in week one. So in week two we had ourselves another triple threat match with the other members of Dolo's teams involved, and in that one it was Hansen that got the decision which brought us here. If Apollo would have won the second match, then we wouldn't have been having this one right now. Titus Worldwide would have been going to Money in the Bank to face Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn for the tag titles, but Hansen got it done for the War Raiders, and that's why we're here tonight in the final. Whoever wins this match tonight goes on to Money in the Bank as the #1 contenders and will have earned the right to go and face Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. That was a really nice double team there. That's what I like about the War Raiders. They are a proper, thorough team. They're forever double teaming their opponents. I think out of everyone that I've seen in Universe mode at the moment on both Raw and SmackDown, it is the War Raiders that have showed the best form. They've probably shown they've done the most double teams. They've got the highest chemistry maybe. But yeah, they have all in all been a very, very good team. Probably, like I said, the best we've seen in Universe mode at the moment. But with Titus Worldwide, it doesn't matter who is in the ring. That is what you get. Apollo Crews is a really powerful guy. He's got the power of a heavyweight, but he can move, as you've seen here, like he's a cruiserweight. It's a very, very rare combination, but just look at him go at the moment. And then when he tags out, you've got Titus O'Neil, who he's just got match-winning power. 1 or 2 moves will put you away when he's in there. So they are a very dangerous team, Titus Worldwide, and for me, for the War Raiders to win, they are going to have to keep tagging in and out, keep using those double teams. And yeah, if they can keep Titus out of the ring from the very beginning, that would be really useful for them. But at the moment, coming into this one, in tag competition, the War Raiders are sitting at 3-0 with their 1-loss record. Titus Worldwide, similarly, they're not 3-0, but they are 2-0. So the only reason that they're not even, potentially, is just because they haven't had the same number of matches. So it is going to be really hard to split these two tonight. Neither of them, at the moment, have tasted defeat. So they'll definitely want to keep that going as long as they can. That's in both corners. And at the moment, it has been a competitive match, just as we expected. Hansen done well there to get out of the way of Crews and a nice running STO. And at the moment, like I said, these two aren't really about that cheap shots and cheating to win, basically. Dana Brooke has not played any part in this match whatsoever yet, so it's all been above board at the moment. You wonder whether either team would be willing to take that little shortcut to get onto the pay-per-view. we'll have to wait and see. But at the moment, Apollo Crews now has got himself ready to hit a big move here on Hansen. Is he gonna hit it though? What is he going for here? That's big power. He has hit it, and Hansen could be done here. It's a 1, it's a 2, and he's saved by Roll there. Just being that step quicker than Titus O'Neil there has definitely helped out the War Raiders. And watch Roll going for here. Overhead belly to belly from the inside of the ring to the floor on the outside. You want to talk about powerful moves. That was really impressive from Roll there. I did not expect him to be able to do that to Titus. The size of Titus. Really, really impressive move. Just showing there that when there's big prizes on the line, you just go that little bit further. That little bit extra performance might just come out, and that's exactly what happened with Roll there. But Crews again with that big kick. This time it's to Hansen. I believe it was to Roll last time. And Apollo once in, but Titus, he has made the tag now, and that is actually really bad news for the War Raiders, and especially the fact that Hansen is already a little bit beaten down. Saying that though, Roll did just put a massive move on Titus when he overhead belly to bellied him from the inside to the out, so he might not be 100% himself at the moment, O'Neil. And Hansen's took full advantage of that. He's now looking for a big move. He scooped Titus up like he's nothing as well, and he's going to drive him straight back down on top of the head. That could be enough. He's pinned him though in the corner of Titus Worldwide, but Apollo's not coming in. Titus kicks out at the very, very last second there. I thought Hansen had got him, to be fair. Roll now really just has to come in and pick up the pieces, but he missed his first shot, and Titus just exploded with that big boot. And now it's Titus Worldwide who are back in control of this one. But I really thought that Hansen had got the job done on O'Neil there. He's done really well to kick out, because like I said, just before he got overhead belly to bellied from the inside of the ring to the floor on the outside. And Titus used the closed right hand there, a really powerful one as well, and there is that match winning power that I was talking about, and he's now going to go for the pin on Roll. It's 1, it's 2, no sign of Hansen either. They're both very, very much sticking to the rules at the moment. We did see Roll come in earlier to save Hansen, but he didn't get the receipt for that one there, and Titus hits a really big move there. That could be it. It really, really could be. It's only been a couple of moves, like I said. Again, Hansen's not coming in. We've got a 1, 2 and a 3. Titus Worldwide are going to Money in the Bank, and Kevin Owens in particular is probably not going to like that. He's going to go up against one big dude in Titus who looks fired up and in form at the moment. He did take a loss in singles competition last week against Baron Corbin, but he's bounced back with a big few moves to win this one tonight. So maybe at the moment, like I said last week, this is the division for him to be in. I honestly thought he was over there, but to his credit, he kicked out. He didn't tag out though, he stayed in there. He delivered his own big moves, and we now have got Titus Worldwide heading to Money in the Bank for a tag team title shot. And you wouldn't bet against them at the moment. That is them on 3-0 in universe mode now. Crews and Titus are really complementing each other really well in the ring, and that is going to be no cakewalk for KO and Zayn. And after that match, KO then has to go and face Roman for the WWE title, so it's a huge night for Kevin Owens at Money in the Bank. But well done there, Titus Worldwide. They move on. Unfortunate for the War Raiders, but there'll be another day for them. They're very impressive. So yeah, it's time for our main event, guys. And coming out first is the very guy we were just talking about. It is Kevin Owens, who's got a huge night ahead of him at Money in the Bank. He could be coming away with no titles, or he could be coming away with 2 titles. And what's going on here at the moment? Roman Reigns has just appeared. Kevin Owens has no idea that he's there, and Reigns has just blindsided Owens on the ramp as he's coming out to face the Big Show now. A big smack with the title there again from Reigns as well. What the hell is he playing at? There is absolutely no need for Roman to be doing this. Wait, he's just talking to KO at the moment. You didn't get to see it, but Roman's just turned around to Owens and says, "This is what you get for making a fool out of me last week. Nobody treats me like that." Well, I've got to disagree with Roman there. He tried to get the jump on KO last week, if you don't know what happened. He was showing on the Titantron scenes of this man here, the Big Show, absolutely just taking Sami Zayn out. Roman, if you're wondering why he's there, did wait for the rest of, well, he calls them the Roman Empire, to come down to the ring. But the Big Show now, as if he needed one, has got a decided advantage over Owens before this match even gets underway. I'm quite surprised that Roman has resorted to those kind of tactics, because he's been so confident and so arrogant. I'm surprised that he feels that KO even needs jumping there. Maybe he wouldn't have done it if he was the one competing tonight. Maybe he's done it to give his Roman Empire partner, the Big Show, a little bit of an advantage going into this one. Maybe he feels he needs it because KO has been on form. He's yet to taste a loss himself, so he could be the closest challenge that Roman's had. But straight away there, Roman drove that belt into the back 2 or 3 times on the ramp, and Big Show went straight for the back. So using his veteran experience there, the Big Show, and of course anything that this guy does to you is just, it's gonna hurt. Of course it is. He's gonna want to use his power game tonight, because KO, if the Big Show tries anything to do with speed, you saw it there, he's just going to be too quick for him. Again, with the reversal here at the moment, KO knows the urgency of this situation now. He knows he's got to try and finish the Big Show as quick as he can after that attack from Roman. You've got to think that it's took at least a little something out of Kevin Owens. And the Big Show's going to know that as well. So if he can drag it into the deep waters, that's going to give him a big advantage here. And again, on that back there, using that power, just doing exactly what he needs to do. And all of this is going to be softening up Kevin Owens going into Money in the Bank as well. Oh, another shot to the back and the ribs there. And this is what the Big Show, I think, has been brought into the Roman Empire for, just to look after Roman's opponents before he has to get them to the pay-per-view. Maybe even take them out before they get there. But KO, to his credit, keeps fighting on at the moment. We know the kind of form that Roman's been in, so that match at Money in the Bank, it's going to be absolutely huge. If Roman's to be believed that he's not lost, he hasn't had a decision go against him yet, I'll say that for him. It was, as has been well documented, Braun Strowman in week 1 that lost the fall in that match. It wasn't Roman himself. And yeah, the same can be said for KO. And another shot to the back there with a scoop slam from the Big Show, who's doing exactly what Roman will want him to do here. Like I say, he's just completely softening up Owens. Roman's had a nice rest this week as well, no wear and tear on his body, and with only one more Raw left before Money in the Bank, exactly what he wants to see is happening right now. We still don't know why, or if it even was Stephanie that put this little group together. Nothing's been said about it. Roman says if Steph wants us to know, that we'll know when she's ready for us to. But nothing has been said about it yet. But it's definitely to the benefit of Reigns at the moment that this group has been put together, because of nights like tonight where the Big Show is just softening his opponent up for him. He's Kevin Owens, though, despite what Roman did, you saw that sharp shot there to the gut, had Kevin wince and move back a little bit, and it is hurting him now. Big Show's continued the work that Roman started, and of course the ribs area is where the spear targets as well, so if they can bang up that midsection of Owens before Money in the Bank, that is all going to be to the benefit of Roman himself as well. Nice cannonball there though from KO, and as soon as he hits something big, Roman's up on the apron distracting KO. And another big heavy shot to the back there from the show with the Russian leg sweep. And he's going to go for the cover here now. It'll be massive for Roman if, and probably he will as well, the Big Show can stop KO tonight. Not just soften him up, but if he can also, KO's just giving a bit of bad mouth back to Roman there. But if he can stop that momentum that Owens is on as well, that'll be huge for KO and a big benefit to Roman before getting to the pay-per-view. It's a nice massive super kick there though. Took the Big Show straight down, and Owens now, he's looking for something big by the looks of it. He was waiting for the Show to get up. Are we going to see him? Is he going to be able to? He has hit the pop-up powerbomb on the Big Show. Roman there, you just saw dusting the shoulder off. Looks hardly surprised. He doesn't look troubled by it at all, but that's a massive, massive, massive win for Kevin Owens there against the Big Show. He's got jumped before the match, and he took punishment to that back all the way throughout the match, but he still managed to fight through the pain, and KO sticks another win onto his one-loss record. And probably more importantly than that, as he tries to keep building momentum heading to Money in the Bank, stays undefeated, and Roman has used some cheap tactics tonight, and still Kevin Owens has prevailed. You've got to wonder what that does to Roman mentally as well. You can see KO there's not walking as freely as he normally would, as he was walking towards the ropes there, but in any event, he's hurting. He's been banged up a little bit. Roman there, you can see he's not exactly happy. The Big Show just rolls out the ring, but KO again sticks one to Roman tonight. Roman says KO made a fool of him last week. Well, he's used the cheap tactics tonight, and Kevin Owens has come out on top again. Is there starting to be a little bit of worry signs for Reigns heading into Money in the Bank? Well, we'll have to wait and see how it develops, but tonight has been another great night of Raw. It's been another massively fun time making it. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I'm enjoying making it as well. If you do, or there's things that you would like to see, leave the comments down below. Slap a like on the video, subscribe so you don't miss any more, especially with Money in the Bank coming up as well. It's shaping up to be a really good night. I can't wait for that pay-per-view myself, but we've still got another couple of Raws and SmackDowns before then. But yeah, again guys, it's been massive fun. I've really enjoyed making this. I'll hopefully see you all for SmackDown in a few days. Stay safe, have a good night, and bye-bye.